Hello everyone, my name is Matea. Welcome to our practice today. Today I prepared a routine that targets the hips to combat all the hours we spend sitting and give the hips a nice reset. So we'll get started today in a comfortable seat with legs out long. I'll meet you there. We'll get started here in a seat with our legs out long, setting up for a seated fold. Use your next inhale to reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling, find length in the spine. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold over your extended legs. We'll be here for about 10 breaths, so you might just hang out in stillness or use your inhale to find length in the spine. Exhale might help you fold a little bit deeper. Stay in this fold for 3 more breaths, maybe finishing out in a slightly deeper expression. And then slowly bring the spine back upright. From here, we'll take a twist. We'll start by drawing right knee in towards our chest. Either keep that foot where it landed or cross it over your extended leg. Wherever you are, hug that knee in towards chest, twist towards the right, gaze might go over your right shoulder. Stay for 1 more breath. Then gently unwind, uncross that leg, send it back out long, maybe take a quick pedal of the knees. We'll do that on the other side. This time left knee draws in towards chest. Maybe cross that foot over your extended leg. Wherever you are, hug your knee in, twist towards the left. Gaze might go over your left shoulder. Stay for a few deep breaths. And slowly unwind and send that leg back out long, maybe pedal out the knees. From here, we'll set up for some windshield wipers. Plant your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, about mat width distance here, and plant your hands firmly behind you and let the knees windshield wiper from side to side at your own pace. Focusing on getting your knees nice and close to the ground to fully rotate the legs. Start to even out those windshield wipers. And then we'll come into seated butterfly, soles of feet meet, knees out wide, hands rest on the ankles. You might stay here, upright in the spine, finding a little lift in the chest, or start to fold forward. Inhale helps you find length in the spine. Exhale helps you sink. Wherever you are, we'll stay for about 5 deep breaths. And then meet me back upright. We'll set up for reverse table. Plant your feet in front of your seat and plant your hands behind you with fingertips facing towards your body. Press into the feet, press into the palms, and then lift the hips high towards the ceiling. Keep the chin in drawn towards the chest. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Stay here for 3 breaths. Watch the belly fill and deflate. And then slowly bring your hips back down to the mat, and we'll transition into tabletop from here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Press your palms firmly down, press your feet down, engage your core. And we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow here. On your next inhale, cow pose, chest forward, sway in the back, gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine from end to end for cat, hollow out the body. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. One more round of cat-cow at your own breath pace. And then we'll meet back in stillness and head towards three-legged table. Extend your right leg long behind you, press out through the heel. And then take a big inhale here. On your exhale, hug right knee towards right elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee towards elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee towards elbow. One more inhale to expand. And then we'll meet in modified lizard lunge. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. From here, options to intensify. You might nuzzle that left knee back in space. Maybe tuck the left toes, come high on the ball mound of your back foot. Maybe forearms nuzzle down to blocks or the mat below. Wherever you are, send about 5 deep breaths into this right hip. And once that's complete, we'll all meet back in modified lizard lunge with hands planted, back knee down. And we'll take a twisted lizard from here. Start by kicking left heel towards seat, then reach back with the right hand for the outside edge of the foot. Maybe you make that connection or just energetically reach. Wherever you are, gaze back behind you for your toes behind you. Release your foot if you made that connection, slowly unwind. And we'll set up for runner's lunge. Heel toe the right foot in between the hands. From here, you might stay or tuck those back toes again, come high on the ball mound of the foot. Find a little lift in the chest. You can always place blocks under your hands here. You might stay here in runner's lunge or twist it out. Left hand plants, right arm reaches, gaze up towards your fingertips above. And then meet me back in runner's lunge. And we'll come into low lunge from here. Drop your back knee down to the mat, untuck back toes and rise the torso up. Reach towards the ceiling, then let the shoulders soften down the back. From here, you might stay in your low lunge or take a side bend with me. Clasp your hands above your head, but let the pointer fingers release towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, bend towards the right. Big stretch in the left side body. And then slowly unbend, meet me back in center. Next, half split. Release the clasp, bring your hands down to frame your front leg. Straighten out your right leg, drive the heel into the mat, flex toes towards shin. You should feel this in the back of the leg line. Send the hips back in space. One more breath here. Then we'll all transition back into tabletop and do that all on the other side. You might take a cat-cow here to reset the spine before we get started. And then we'll all meet in three-legged table on the left. Extend your left leg long behind you, press out through the heel. Big inhale here, then on your exhale, draw left knee towards left elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee towards elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more inhale to expand. Then step your left foot to your outside of your left hand and make your way into your lizard lunge. Same options on this side, but you don't have to do the same thing. Sometimes we have a little asymmetry, or sometimes our bodies are not symmetrical, so choose an option that works well for you. Stay for one more breath. Then we'll all meet back in that modified lizard lunge with hands planted, back knee down. And we'll twist it out. Kick right heel towards seat. Reach back with the left hand for the outside edge of the foot. Gaze back behind you. Release your foot if you made that connection. And we'll set up for runner's lunge. Bring the left foot in between the hands. From here, maybe back knee stays down, or you tuck the back toes, come high on the ball mound of the foot. Wherever you are, find a little lift in the chest. Gaze forward. From here, maybe you stay or twist it out. Right hand plants, left arm reaches, gaze up. Start to bring the left hand back down to frame the front foot. And we'll meet in low lunge. Back knee comes down, toes untuck, rise the torso up. Reach, then soften. Maybe you stay here, take a side bend, clasp your hands above the head, then side bend towards the left. Big stretch in the right side body. Start to unbend, meet me back in center. And we'll come into half splits. Hands come down to frame front leg. Drive left heel into the mat. Flex toes towards shin. Keep flexing the foot. Keep pressing the heel down. One more breath here. And then we'll transition back into tabletop and make our way towards a plank pose. That could be on your knees or high on the ball mounds of the feet. Wherever you are, press into the palms, dome up in that area between the shoulder blades, hug navel towards spine. Keeping elbows close to the body, lower the body all the way down to the mat. We'll come into crocodile pose from here. Palms stack, elbows out wide, forehead rests on top of the hands. And then we'll meet in Sphinx pose from here. Bring your elbows under your shoulders, forearms parallel together, spread the fingers out wide. Press your palms into the mat, find a little lift in the chest, gaze forward. You might stay here or come into half frog with me. Start by bending into the right leg for half frog, point right toes towards the right. Maybe you stay upright in Sphinx or fold into crocodile here. Wherever you are, stay for about 5 breaths. Once that's complete, pop back up into Sphinx if you're not there already. And we'll do that on the other side. This time, bend into left knee, point the left toes out towards the left. Make the decision to either stay upright or fold into crocodile. Let the mat support you here. Release any tension in the hips. And then we'll all meet back in Sphinx pose and press ourselves back into a child's pose. Knees out wide, toes touch, arms stretch forward. Use this posture here as an opportunity to reconnect with your breath, reconnect to the present moment. One more breath here. Then we'll all transition onto our backs for the rest of our practice here. We'll meet with our feet planted on the mat, right in front of our seat, setting up for some bridge lifts here. Palms rest down on the mat. Press into your feet, press into your palms, and on your next inhale, lift your hips high towards the ceiling, squeezing the glutes at the top. Exhale brings your hips back down. Inhale, hips rise. Exhale, back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back down. And then let your hips rest down on the mat. We'll set it for a figure 4. Press your right foot firmly down, then pick up your left leg, cross left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Maybe you keep that right foot grounded or pick up this whole shape, bring it closer to you. Clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Energetically drawing this outer left knee towards the back of your space can really light up that hip. If you picked up that right foot, start to bring it back down to the mat, and we'll set up for a figure 4 twist. Bring your arms out to a T or maybe a cactus shape, and let this whole shape fall over towards the right. Left foot plants off the long right edge of the mat. Gaze might look left here. You might press this outer left knee towards the back of the room to feel that in the side of your hip. One more breath here. Then engage your core to draw your knee back through center. And we'll do that on the other side. Plant left foot down, press it into the mat, then pick up your right leg, cross right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Maybe you keep the left foot grounded or pick up this whole shape, clasp behind left thigh. Maybe energetically draw the outer right knee towards the back of your mat. Feel the hip engage. Send one more deep breath into the right hip. And we'll set up for our figure 4 twist. Plant the left foot firmly down, then bring the arms out to a T or maybe a cactus. And then let this whole shape fall over towards the left. Right foot plants, gaze towards the right. One more breath here. Then bring the shape back through center and plant the right foot firmly down. And from here, we'll come into supine butterfly. Soles of feet meet, knees out wide. Maybe you mirror the shape that your legs are making with your arms up and overhead, having fingertips meet right above the crown, elbows out wide. Another option is to bring the hands to the belly to stay connected with the breath, connected to the present moment. Wherever you are, start to bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Let them guide your knees back together like you're closing a book, and draw both knees in towards chest. Start to curl your forehead up towards your knees, rolling into a tight ball here. Hug your body, squeeze the body together, and then release that tension for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Legs out long, arms rest long beside you. Stay here for about 10 to 15 deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. As thoughts start to pop into your head, just bring your awareness back to the body, back to the breath. Stay here for 2 more full cycles of breath, maybe making them the deepest of the day. Then start to invite gentle movement to the body, maybe moving fingers and toes, Maybe reaching the arms back behind you for a full body stretch. And then in any way that makes sense to you, start to bring the body into any comfortable seated posture. And bring the hands together to heart center and take a slight bow of your head down towards your chest below. We'll seal our practice with one final round of breath. First, empty out the lungs completely. Inhale fully and let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me today for our hip-focused yoga stretch. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Thank you, thank you.